So this is part 2 of the daily vlog. I am literally picking up from where I left off. I've got no makeup on because I'm about to get in the bath, but I wanted to just give you an update. I wanted to start it from now so that I can make sense of everything. So if you haven't watched part 1, I would definitely recommend watching that first because it will make a lot more sense. So I'll put a ticket up here for it. But basically, I was having a bad evening. Everything was going wrong. I was meant to finish at 6 p.m. and I still haven't finished, and it's 9:30. I'm literally having a bath, and then I'm going to box a few things up, but I don't actually have to do any decorating or anything. I literally just need to like wrap some boxes in, what do you call it, like mailing bags and fragile tape. I don't actually have to do any like brownie stuff, but I still technically haven't finished. So yeah, it just wasn't going very well. I literally finished at 9 instead of about 5 or 6, and everything was just going bad. But I can confirm that the 2 trays of brownies that I just took out the oven are perfect. So I think it was just my 3 things went wrong today, because bad things always come in 3s. And then I actually just checked my phone, because I haven't been checking my phone because it was a bad afternoon basically. I just went on my phone and I had 2 more orders, and I also had 6 messages from lovely viewers, like fellow bakers. So you'll probably know who you are, because if I replied to you on Tuesday, then that is you. But yeah, it just kind of like lifted my spirits because I had 6 messages and they were all so lovely. 2 of them I still need to reply to because they're a little bit longer, but some of them were people asking for advice, but like all of them were saying how useful these YouTube videos are, and it just made me feel a bit better when I was feeling really rubbish. So I got 2 more orders for Thursday because the cut-off was this evening. So I've now got 4 items to post on Thursday. I've got 2 for Monday already, and they still have like basically a week. They have 6 days to order for Monday's postal. So if anyone wants postals for Monday, then you can still order. But yeah, it's a lot better. Like my evening just got a lot better. I'm having a bath, so I'm trying to make myself feel a bit better. I'm gonna go to bed, watch a film, relax. If you came here for baking, I'm sorry because this is a really long intro. But yeah, so my evening is doing well. Also, another thing that was good, I ordered my postal boxes because I've only got 2 left, and that was enough to do the postals on Thursday. But now I've had more orders, I don't have enough. So I went on Amazon and they had them in stock, so I ordered my boxes. They're coming tomorrow, and I don't need to post until Thursday, and tomorrow is Wednesday. So everything is all working out, everything is going good. So we're starting this vlog off really positive, much better than the way we ended the last one. Guys, so excuse the way I look. As you can see, I'm on a walk and it is raining and it's windy and it's not very nice. We've done maybe like half an hour one way, and then we're walking back now. So once I get back, I'll be doing some finishing touches on some brownies which are going out today, and then I'm going to be starting on all of today's orders. We're back home now. I've just written out all of my orders for today. So yeah, I'm going to start on the brownies. I'm going to finish decorating the ones that I made yesterday, so I'll time lapse that, and then I'll start making the ones that are being posted tomorrow. So my first box has just been collected today, so that's the 2 trays of blondies that have been collected. It's currently 10:45. I'm just about to bake the first lot of brownies, so I'm going to do the Biscoff tray, and then I'm also going to do the box of 4, because that'll be one batch, and then I need to do one of the bigger trays for someone else. So I'm going to do that afterwards. Then I also have a vegan one which I'll do last so that I can clean everything. So I've got all the ingredients out, I've got all the boxes prepped. I'm waiting for one box, but Amazon's delivering today and they don't need to be posted until tomorrow. So one of the boxes isn't there, but I've prepped all the others ready for tomorrow. I just need to write out all the gift messages using these little thank you notes. So I'll be doing that in a little while. Change of plan. There's no eggs, which is really rare. Like, we've been getting 4 a day or 3 a day, literally most days. So yeah, there's none today. Like, it might be a little bit early because it is not 11 yet, but yeah. So I'm gonna do the vegan one first. So I'll film it this time because I didn't film it in the last video. So I'm on my way back from the post office. I picked up a few things. I got some eggs, I got some chocolate, I got my mum a card because her birthday's tomorrow. So I got everything I needed. I got a little to-do list which I want to show you because it looks really good. So I'll show you that when I get back. And I didn't make the vegan brownies because I didn't have time before going to the post office and dropping off these brownies. I didn't want to be late, and they take 35 minutes in the oven, so they're quite a long time in the oven compared to normal brownies. So that's why I didn't want to risk it, but that's fine. When we get home we'll cook those. So yeah, we're gonna do the big batch of brownies first because there's 2 lots to make. So we're gonna make that first, and then after that I'll do the vegan brownies. So yes, that is what we're doing. I'll show you what I got when I get home. So I just thought I'd show you my little planner. Here it is. So it's like a to-do list. You can see like what I'm planning to do. I've got like edit vlog on there and like tidy room, and then all the brownie stuff at the bottom. But yeah, it's got little tick boxes and you can put the date. Then there's priorities and goals. Goals will probably be like what I want to do this week rather than that day, because I think goals in a day is quite aspirational. But yeah, I thought it was really good for £1, and there's loads of pages as you can see, and they're all double-sided, so from Poundland it's really not that bad. And then I just got eggs, cooking chocolate, and what else did I get? Chocolate buttons, and that's it. So yeah, we're gonna get onto brownies now. So the first batch of brownies are in the oven. There's 1 tray which is Biscoff, and then there's 1 tray, but it's not the silver trays, it's one where you take them out and cut them individually, and that is chocolate buttons and chocolate orange. So I'm actually going to have one because I've got spares from last night. So I've got some brownie spares because someone ordered 6, so I do a tray of 8 and then I have the spares. So I'm going to have that, and then I've also got cauliflower cheese, which is this one from Tesco's, which I'm just going to shove in the microwave. They're going to be in there for 25 minutes, so once they come out they'll cool, and then I'll make the next batch which will go in. And then after that all I've got is vegan brownies. So yeah, I will show you those afterwards, and then we'll do some cleaning. I need to do a few admin bits, so I can include those in today's video. So that's the current situation. I'm going to have lunch first and then I'll be back. So the brownies have come out the oven and they're just cooling on the top of the oven, and then they'll be going in the fridge after about half an hour. I'm going to start on the next batch of brownies so that I can then put those ingredients away for the brownies that I don't need, and then I'm going to start on the cake. So I'm going to use my KitchenAid to do that, so that'll be my first time showing you guys in these vlogs. I've obviously done KitchenAid videos before, but it will be the first time in these daily day in the life videos. So I'll do that all in one time lapse, so I just wanted to kind of explain that so that you know what's going on when I switch to using the mixer. So yeah, we're going to start with the brownies first, and then I'll move on to the sponge. So I'm just at my desk, I'm just printing a few things, and I was going to order a few bits as well. So I'm just printing my labels so that I can do the vegan brownie box. So I'm going to print it and then I'll show you what it looks like. I've pressed print. My mum's putting the paper in for me in the other room because it's her printer. So once it's done, I'm going to run and get it. It cuts off at the margins a little bit, so I need to sort that out, but it's not the end of the world because you can still read it. So this is the vegan one, and then because I only have one vegan one, I've just printed off more of the standard brownie one. So it cuts off the I in ingredients and a little bit of the S in sugar, but that's it. So you can still read what the ingredients are. So yeah. That is fine. So those are the labels, so that will be going in the vegan brownie box. I wanted to show you my new clay if you're interested. So this is my huge tub of clay, and it's basically just separate packets. So I normally pay £7 for a pack of clay, and this works out £4 each, which is really, really good because I'm saving £3 per. So that's what it looks like, and then it means that you can store it in this big thing. So that's what came last night, but I wasn't in the best mood, as you would have seen if you've watched part 1. So I didn't want to show you guys it. Also, my boxes are arriving today. I was going to bring up the listing just so I'll put the link below because I found them now. Because I literally could not find them on Amazon, and I was worried because I needed more postal boxes. I'm going to have a little look because I've just gone onto Amazon and they're not on here in our orders, and they're meant to be delivered today. So I'm not sure what's happened there, but I need them today. So hopefully there's like some kind of mishap and they are actually coming today. And then I was going to order a whisk. Mine is on the way out because I use it so much. It's just a cheap one off eBay. So it's a silicone whisk, and it's just like a multicoloured one. So you can buy them for £2.79, which is so cheap. So I think I'm going to buy 2 because I use them so much. And I think I'm going to go for yellow, I think. So if you buy 2, they're £2.46 each, so I'm going to get 2. And I'm going to get them in pastel yellow, and they should arrive by Saturday, which is like 3 days time. So yeah, that's £4.92 for 2 whisks, which is really, really good. And they're silicone, so it's easy to clean. The metal is a bit harder to clean, and the metal ones, the actual the end whisk and then the handle, they break, and then you literally end up with 2 pieces. Whereas the silicone ones, the way that the silicone is kind of like wrapped inside the handle, it means that it can't come out, which is really good because when you're using cheap whisks, the whisk part just ends up falling off of the handle. The cake is in the oven. I shouldn't have said that out loud because she's probably heard me, but she probably is going to find out that I'm making one anyway. But yeah, the 2 first layers of the cake are in the oven. Then, because they're 4-inch tins and I only have 2, that's what I was meant to buy. I was going to buy some tins off Amazon. I wanted to buy 2 4-inch tins off of Amazon so that I have 4, and then it means that I always do 4 layers, so it means that I can then do 4 layers of 4-inch cakes because they're becoming really popular. So I think I'm gonna go back onto Amazon and order those, so I will let you know which ones I get. I want to get the PME ones, so we will see whether they have any good ones. I saw some people posting about PME 4-inch tins, so they're around £5 for 4-inch tins, and they're the PME ones. So they look like this, so they're really nice and deep, and they're good quality, so they're more like even when they bake. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get 2 of those so that I have 4 tins, because at the moment I can only put half a batch in at a time, which is really annoying when it takes like 30 minutes to cook. So yeah, and they've got about 15 minutes left, then I'll be taking those out and they will be cooling, and then all I have to do now is the vegan brownies, which I will time lapse for you. So I'm gonna go and do those now, I think, because it's the last thing that I need to bake, and then I would have baked everything, which is really good because yesterday, my bad day, touch wood, it doesn't happen again today, yesterday I was still baking. I had to rebake 2 items, but I was still baking the first batch of everything at like 5 o'clock. So it's 3 o'clock now, and I'm literally gonna do the vegan brownies. They'll be done in about 10 minutes, and then they'll be ready to go in the oven whenever the other stuff comes out. So yeah, I'm gonna be done really early. I've still got to decorate everything, but I will be a lot more like earlier in terms of getting everything baked, which is nice. So yes, today is definitely a better day. So yeah, everything's organised. I'm gonna go and do the vegan brownies now. So my boxes have arrived, which is great news, so we're happy about that. Just a little explanation. So my mum went on there and she said, look, they're right here, and I said, what do you mean, they're not in the orders? I said they're not in the orders, they weren't there. So she went in there and it says smart box in the actual like previous order, but there's no photo, and it's got like this weird black and white photo, and it looks a bit like it's like a circle. It looks like some kind of adapter or something. So it's a weird photo in there. It says photo not available, but I looked at that at a glimpse and thought that it was some kind of like adapter or something that my dad had ordered. So I didn't read it. I was looking for a box photo, like photos of the boxes, and they weren't there. So I was really confused. So I did order them. They have arrived, so all is good. So just to clarify, these are my postal boxes. So they are this way round. there's 25 in there. They cost £19.29. I get Amazon Prime delivery, so it's free, or like my parents pay for it, so I get it free. And they do have them for £15 at the moment. However, the delivery is the 27th of January, which we're the 20th now, so that's a whole week, so I can't wait that long. I need them for tomorrow, so I had to get the slightly more expensive one, but they still work out less than £1 per box, so it's definitely worth it. Obviously, even though these are for postals, it depends what you're trying to fit in them. I fit 4 brownies in these, because as you can see, that's where it ends and there, so that's the kind of size that you got. But I fit 4 brownies, or I fit a tray, but again, some people's trays are bigger, some people's trays are smaller. So yes, they're pretty good. These are just the ones I get. They do them in different sizes. They're just called Smart Box on Amazon, so I would definitely recommend them. So yeah, those are my boxes. They've arrived. That is the main thing. Hey guys, so my parents are finally watching TV in the lounge, which means that I can close the door, play the music really loud, and just pretend like I'm doing all my brownies. My mum probably did see the 4-inch cakes that were on the oven cooling, but that's not a problem. She might think that it's for someone else, I don't know. Because she did actually forget it was her birthday until yesterday. My brother came and dropped off her gifts on the doorstep, because obviously you can't come in. And yeah, he said, oh, there's your gift. And she said, what? She was like, whose birthday? And we were like, yours. So she's forgotten. So hopefully she's forgotten again, because I'm making this cake now. But yeah, I am ready to do the icing. I'm literally just making the crumb coat. So I just wanted to show you. I've got my, I'm trying not to hold it above my tea because I don't really want crumbs in my tea. So my little 4-inch cakes, I've got 4 layers. These 2 are bigger. I always put more in 2 of the trays, because these will be my bottom ones, because they'll be extra sturdy because they're really thick. And then I have 2 mini ones because we like quite a lot of filling in. Some people prefer not to have much filling, some people prefer to have less. So if you want less, then you can do bigger layers. Like some people do layers like that. I mean, if mine baked that much, I would, but I take them out the oven, and like sometimes if they're too high, I find that they're just in there for hours, and I just worry about them being undercooked. So I prefer to do smaller ones, and then it's easier to tell because you can leave them in there for 30 minutes and then they're done. So yeah, you have to leave, the larger the layer, like deeper the layer, then obviously the longer it needs to be in there. So yes, then we have icing sugar. I'm using this jam. It's just from Aldi, I think, and it's just seeded. I don't really think it matters. I never notice whether it's seeded or not in cakes. Tell me if you notice, because I've never noticed, and we always have white chocolate and raspberry. It's our favourite flavour, so that's the one that I'm doing. I have my jam here, that's for in between the layers. Then I have my white chocolate melted, because it goes in the icing. And then I have my butter. This is a little bit melted just so that it's easier to whip. So yeah, I'm going to time lapse you, and I'm going to make the icing, and then we'll be on to crumb coating the cake. Because it's a 4-inch and I don't use any dowels. Some people do use dowels, again, like it's each to your own. I don't like to use any dowels, because if you put a dowel, it's kind of like a skewer width. It's like that kind of width. If you put that through a 4-inch cake, and say you do it a little bit too soon after making it, and it's easy to tear if it hasn't set long enough, and one of your like layers, if it's got a hole in it and it tears, then it's more likely to just break in half. Whereas you wouldn't get that with a 6 or an 8-inch, because they are bigger. So it, you know, most people put dowels in them. Again, some people don't, so it clearly works, but I just prefer to not have a dowel in it. It also makes it easier when you're cutting it, because a 4-inch is already quite small to cut. So if you then have to be removing straws, or like jumbo straws or skewers from it, it just complicates it. But again, each to your own. So I don't put any skewers or anything in it. So I do the individual layers in terms of the filling. Then I shove it in the fridge for half an hour, because I want to do those middle layers so that it's not wobbly. And then I do the outside, then it goes in for probably about 2 hours, because again, they're so wobbly. And then I do the final layer, and then I can just decorate on and off, take it in and out of the fridge. But yeah, those first 2 layers, the one where you're filling in between the layers and then the actual crumb coat, I find that's what makes it sturdy. Like if it's wobbly at that point, then it's probably going to be wobbly when you do your final coat. So I want them to be as like stiff as possible, not moving at all. I'll show you it when it has the crumb coat on, because when I get it out of the fridge, I'll be able to wobble it and it won't move. So you'll be able to tell that it's completely set. Whereas if they're going like that, you're not going to be able to scrape it, especially if it's tall. And judging by the size of these layers, it's probably going to be about that tall. So it's going to be like a seven-ish, I think, inch tall cake, maybe more. So it's quite a tall one, so it will be a little bit wobbly. But yeah, so I'll show you that when we get to it. So our buttercream is all done. I absolutely love white chocolate buttercream because, as you can see, it is so smooth, which is just because you use the same ratio of everything, including white chocolate, so it's just such a nice recipe. But I absolutely love white chocolate and raspberry. It's my favourite flavour, and it's the same like across the board. Like we did it for my sister's birthday cake and for our Christmas cake, and everyone loved that over Victoria Sponge because the white chocolate is just so nice. And the jam is like the raspberry jam over the strawberry. It gives a little bit more of a kick, so it's that little bit sweeter, so it's just really, really nice. But we're gonna start crumb coating now, so I'm excited. I honestly don't know what I'm doing with this. I've got so many inspiration photos, but I'm just like toying between them. I'm like, do I do this? Do I do this? I have some new scrapers and I really want to use them. However, my favourite design doesn't need one of like my bubble scrapers or my wave ones. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. So you're literally going to see just a improvised cake completely, because it's actually 6 o'clock currently. So I'm going to do this, and then hopefully by the time I finish it, I will have an idea of what I'm doing with it and it won't be a complete mess. So yes, back on time lapse, and we're going to start doing the filling and crumb coat. So that is the filling done. It's meant to be quite messy because you can't get it perfect when it's at this stage because it is so wobbly. As you would have probably seen, you're constantly holding either like different layers, or you're holding the top, or you're holding the board to try and make sure that it's not wobbling in the wrong place. And like you want to hold this top area whilst you're going around the sides, and like when you're adding the filling in between. It's very fiddly, but they look amazing when they're done, so it's definitely worth it. So yeah, this is going to go in the fridge for half an hour, and then I'm going to come back to it. I'm going to pop to the shop now to get the icing sugar. I also think I might treat myself to a pizza because last night was rubbish, but today's been really good. So I haven't had anything go wrong, touch wood. Everything has gone really well, and I'm done way earlier than I expected to be. So yeah, I think I'm going to treat myself to a pizza. So I'm going to get like one of the fresh ones where you just cook it in the oven for like 10 minutes. So yes, I'm going to go to the shop now. I'm going to shove this in the fridge and then I'll be back. So guys, I'm currently in my mum's craft room, as you can probably tell because there's stuff everywhere, and she does a lot of crafts like sewing. She has a Cricut, all of this stuff. So I snuck in here even though the Cricut is really, really loud, and I'm making some butterfly toppers for the cake, and they're currently watching TV and they haven't walked past yet, so I don't think they know I'm in here. So I'm hoping that I can get away with this without them knowing. I'm not sure whether to do a cake topper with her age on it, or whether to do one with happy birthday. I haven't decided yet. These are quite intricate butterflies, so they're taking a little bit longer. It's 69% done, but I'm thinking a happy birthday would be quicker, or a number would be quicker than like this. So I think I could probably fit it in without them realising. So yeah, but I managed to figure out how to work it because I've never used it before. So I'm going to quickly turn you around before it finishes, and then you can see what it's doing. this is the design. That's what I did. All 95%. And we're done. So, press this one, and then I can pull it out, and as you can see, it has cut them. So it's all done on there. So I believe, from watching my mum, you just pull it off. Oh, I did do the right one. I think it may have needed to be a slightly better cut in terms of like selecting the right card. I think I may have needed to select that it was a thicker card. So I need to do this with 2 hands, but you can get the gist. So I'll show you them once they're out of this like mould. So guys, I am just eating dinner. I actually had a slight change of plan. I did buy a pizza, but I don't want to have it tonight. And also the dates were like longer on that than on the other stuff I bought. But I got this. I had a pack of McCoys. I just outed myself so bad. I'm so hungry, so I had to eat a packet of McCoys first. So I got spinach and ricotta cheese, and they're the little like pasta pillowcases is what my mum always calls them, but I don't know whether they're actually called that. And then I've got garlic bread. I've eaten 2 of the garlic bread already. I had 4 little slices. So I'm having quite a feast. And then I think tomorrow, because it's my mum's birthday, we're having takeaway in the evening. And then I'm going to have the pizza on Friday night, because I thought that would be really nice. So that's the plan. I'm currently editing the like detail for part 1 vlog. It is going up at 9, so I am super excited. I have managed to get it all edited and everything after the mishap yesterday of not wanting to do it. So yeah, it's all uploaded. I've just done the thumbnail, so that's done, and then I'm just adding all the description, any links or anything that I need to add in. So yes, that will be up very, very soon. It's currently 8:45, so I'm excited for that. My parents were in the kitchen, so I couldn't do anything with the cake, but they've just made a tea and they've gone back to watch their programme, so I think I've probably got an hour before they come and make another tea. So I'm gonna do the crumb coat, because I did the filling, and then I went to the shop, and obviously then they came in the kitchen, so I couldn't do anything. So yeah, I'm gonna do the crumb coat, shove that in the fridge, because it's been in there for about an hour, just the filling. It means that when I do the crumb coat, I can probably leave it in there for half an hour before I then do the main coat, and it will be fine because it had so long in there before. But yeah, I'm gonna eat now and get this video uploaded. I managed to get out of my mum's office literally just in time. So I was in there on the Cricut, and I had the door closed so she couldn't see the light was on, but then I heard her walk into the kitchen, so I quickly turned the light off, and then I just stayed in there until she left the kitchen because she made a tea. So I finished making the butterflies. I didn't make a happy birthday or anything, just because it was way too risky and I didn't want her to know. Like, I know that she probably knows I'm making a cake because it's probably really obvious. However, the fact that I've made stuff on the Cricut and she doesn't know, I feel like that will be a nice touch. When she looks at the cake, she'll know that I made it on the Cricut, and she'll be like, how did you make that without me knowing? So that's why I wanted to do it. I know she's probably going to know about the cake, but I just didn't want her to know about the little touches. So I'm well chuffed because I've never used a Cricut before, so I thought that I did really well for someone that's never used one. So I made these little mini butterflies, which I thought were adorable. I've bent them a little bit so that when they sit on the cake, they slightly bend. So I've made 2 of these. As you can see, there's 2 little ones. And then I made this big one, which I thought was really cute. So just so you can see the size difference, as you can tell, they're kind of, one is like 2.5 inches, and then the other one is like 4 inches. But yeah, I'm really pleased with them. I thought they look really good, and it's like a pinky card, glitter card. I think it's just one from Hobbycraft. So yeah, but it's my mum's Cricut, but she uses it for all my cake toppers. She makes all my cake toppers, but now I know I can make them myself, now that I know how to actually do it. So that helps her out a bit, because if she's not here or if she's busy, then she can't make them. So yeah, I need to hide those so that she doesn't know about them, because they're a little extra. And we're going to crumb coat now. It's all crumb coated. There's a few catches here, but because it's the crumb coat it doesn't matter because it'll be covered. But yeah, as long as the top is flat like it is and it's straight, which again it is, which is good because it's a 4-inch and usually they're really wobbly. It wasn't wobbly at all. I'll try and, I don't want to pick it up with one hand, but like I also want to show you. So as you can see, it's not wobbling side to side, so yeah, it's pretty solid, so that's good. So we're going to put that in the fridge and then I'll come back to it for the second layer. It's finished. It is finally finished. The cake is finally finished. So it's 11:20 and I'm really tired. I'm drinking this sparkling water that I got and it is the nicest thing. I think it's probably making me more dehydrated, but because I'm that dehydrated, it tastes so good. Like, you know when you have lemonade and you haven't had a drink all day and it tastes amazing? That's what this tastes like. So I keep drinking it, even though I probably should drink some water, which I will before I go to bed. Anyway, I finished the cake and it looks so cool. It's a combination of all the things that my mum loves. Like, pink is just a girly colour, so I did a pink, and you would have seen, but I did a pink and white and baby pink, kind of like ombre kind of thing, where you mix all the colours together without just mixing them. So that's the base, and then I did all Milky Bar chocolate, which is all her favourite, and then I printed those butterflies on the cricket, which her favourite, it's not really an animal, her favourite thing is butterflies. That's why, like, I even got a tattoo of a butterfly because she likes them, and that's like my tattoo to her. But yeah, so she loves butterflies, so I thought that I would incorporate those in it. And I saw them in Leah Bakes. She's a baker that I follow on Instagram, and yeah, I will give credit to her and Isabelita, but I thought I'd mention it in this video just in case anyone knows them and they're thinking that it took elements of that. I definitely took inspiration from them, but then I tried to mix in my own kind of mix of stuff together, basically. So yeah, I really like, she always has butterflies on her like porn star martini cakes and they look so nice, so I thought that I would cricket some, and they turned out really nice. So I'm going to tidy up this area because it is a mess. Then I need to package the postal orders. All I need to do is literally package them in the box and write the addresses. So I'm going to do that now. I'll time lapse it, and we're also going to tidy up this area because it is a mess, and then I can go to bed. So I'm thinking that I'm probably going to be in bed by 12, which is good. I'm tired like physically, but I'm not tired mentally, so I think I might watch a bit of YouTube before bed. But yeah, that's the plan. My part 1 would have gone up by now, and it's doing really well, and I'm getting so many nice messages. So I just wanted to say thank you if you are back and you're watching part 2 from part 1, because I got so many nice messages about being real on it, because I did have a bad day and I didn't want to lie and say, yeah, I'm fine. Like, for YouTube, just say that I'm fine when loads of things went wrong and I just didn't feel like filming. And I wanted it to be relatable, because I can understand that a lot of bakers probably have the same feelings occasionally, where things go wrong and you just feel like you want to cry. But yeah, today is much better. So if anyone was worried about me, because I did get the odd message saying like, I hope you're okay. So yeah, I'm definitely much better now. It was just like one of those lapse moments where you just feel rubbish in the moment, and then once the day is over, it's all fine and it's nothing to worry about. Like, it all was fine in the end, but I was just upset in the moment and it was annoying me. But yeah, we had a much better day today, and then tomorrow all I have to do is post those brownies. That's it. So I have no like orders until Sunday to do. So I have tomorrow, I've just got to go to the post office, and obviously it's my mum's birthday, so we're going to be kind of like running around her and like making her feel special, because we're in lockdown and we can't actually go out anywhere. So it's really rubbish because she can't actually do anything for her birthday. But I think we're having takeaway, so that'll be nice. So that'll make it feel a little bit more special. So, and she'll have a nice cake. I think I'm going to get the cake out in the morning so that when she wakes up she'll see it. We're not going to eat it in the morning, because that would be, I mean, that wouldn't be the worst thing, but it would definitely probably make us feel sick. But I think I'm going to get it out in the morning so that she wakes up, sees it with a card, and then she's like, it makes her day, hopefully, and then she can like eat it later. But I was thinking she's probably going to be like, she knows I make cakes like all day every day, so if on her birthday she wakes up and there's no cake throughout the day, she's gonna be like, has she not made me a cake? So I thought that I would put her out of her misery in the morning so that she's not wondering, because I used to always do that. I used to always look for the cake when it was my birthday, because I was like greedy like that. So yeah, I thought that I would put it out in the morning and then she gets to see it. So I'll probably film that. I'll try and get a little reaction to the cake for you guys, and I'll insert that at the end, hopefully. So yeah, and then you can see her reaction. But we're gonna tidy up now and then go to bed. I'm rambling because I'm tired, so I'm sorry, but I'm really tired. And the lighting in here is really terrible. No, that's worse. So yeah, I'm rambling because I'm tired, but I hope you enjoyed so far, and we are on the home stretch now. Just got to package up a few little bits, which is easy. It's all made, and then we get to go to bed. So guys, I am all finished. I have a little bit of washing up to do, but I think most of it's going to be going in the dishwasher because I don't need it tomorrow. Sometimes I don't put things in the dishwasher if I need them the next day, because then if it doesn't go on, or if it's not full, or it goes on in the morning, then I'm going to need the stuff and it's not going to be done. But because I don't need anything tomorrow, I'm probably going to put it all in there. It's currently 12:15 and that is midnight 12. I've done all of the postals. There's one box of 6 which is a postal as well. It's all baked. All I have to do is decorate it, and that's literally drizzling some chocolate on top, and it's Oreo, Percy Pig and chocolate buttons, so I literally just need to put that on there. So I'm going to do that in the morning because I'm up early. We're going for a walk at 7:30, which we did the same today, so we'll be back for 8:30 and then they'll be done by 9, and then I can package them up. And I'm planning to go to the post office around 9:30, 10 to get it out of the way, and then I have the rest of the day free. So yeah, that's the plan. As you can see, the cake is finished and it looks amazing, and yeah, it's kind of inspired by Finch Bakery, Isabelita Bakes, and also Leah Bakes. So this ombre effect, I'm going to bring it a bit closer, but the ombre effect that it's got, where it's got all the different tones mixed in, that is a bit like kind of Finch Bakery. They do that quite a lot. And then this rosettes around the top, I was thinking of Isabelita Bakes. And then the butterflies are Leah Bakes. She uses those a lot. Obviously other people use all this stuff. It's not, you know, just them, but they are the ones that are more known for it because they do it a lot more. But yeah, and then on the top it's got the little Milky Way kid. So yeah, I was going to cover the whole board, but I just decided not to in the end. So I just did a little bit here, which I thought was cute. So yeah, I am super excited. Right, you can open your eyes.
Oh my god, that's beautiful! When did you do that?
Last night.
Oh, I love the butterflies. Where did you get them
I
from?
made them on the Cricut.
Never! When did you go on my Cricut?
I've never used it before. I had to try and figure out how to use it.
Amy, well done! They're gorgeous. Let me put my glasses
Well, I
on.
thought we can keep them because they're in good
Yeah.
nick. They're not like damaged or anything. So
You made that on the Cricut.